Hello, everybody. So my name's Adam, and I work on the client service team here at Qwasi, and I lead our clients in the sports and higher education sectors. And I'm joined here with my coworker, Lauren, who works on the client experience and marketing side of Qwasi. And we're hosting this sports summit to talk about how advanced mobile technology are being leveraged to innovate and change the game for fans, athletes, and universities. So now I'd like to welcome Kady. Thank you so much for joining us today from Mali. Our team at Qwasi has been excited to work with you to not only engage Olympic athletes for the NOC, but also for the chance to bring our technology to Africa. For those of you joining us who are not familiar, Qwasi and Kadys' team at the NOC began working together last year to digitally engage athletes at in-person and virtual events to help create a more immersive forum for athletes to share feedback as they prepare for the upcoming Olympics. The athletes were able to register on their mobile device, select the language of their choice, and then answer questions throughout the training summit to demonstrate their understanding of the information. And I know one of the goals for the Olympics generally has been to encourage athlete participation, which together we've done by allowing athletes to engage seamlessly on their devices without having to download an app. And so for the first event, there were over 170 athletes that participated with over 850 data insights from the athletes' feedback. And at that summit, there were nearly 10,000 minutes of athlete engagement time, which opens up a new stream of brand sponsorship revenue around Olympic engagement. So needless to say, this has been an awesome development to empower people managing events as well as create a more modern way to gain athlete participation. So Kady, we are excited to have you share more about this program and also more about your work on athlete empowerment across Africa.
Well, thank you very much.
So Kady, you have such a fascinating background, and I know you wear many hats. Would you mind sharing with us a bit about yourself and how you have gone from being an Olympian to an athlete advocate with the NOC?
Well, thank you very much. Thank you, Adam. Thank you, Lauren, for having me. And I think we're very thankful in Mali to have the support of Qwasi for our forum. I think it was indeed very helpful. So my name is Kady Kanouté Tounkara. I'm an Olympian. So once an Olympian, you're always an Olympian in the sport of basketball, meaning that I was a professional basketball for over 20 years before coming into the Olympic world and competing for Mali at the Beijing Games. So after that, I was appointed in 2013 to become an athlete commission member for Africa and for my country in Mali, meaning that I was there to inspire, empower, and educate athletes. So I think my focus has been on education since I've been involved with the Olympic world to ensure that athletes can secure autonomy through education and throughout their journey. Since then, so I've been very much involved with the International Olympic Committee Career Plus program that I was able to present in over 50 countries over Africa and Europe, and also very much involved with anti-doping education, as I'm very honored to chair the WADA Education Committee, which is the World Anti-Doping Education Committee. So my scope of intervention is a lot with education. That's why it was crucial for us this year to be able to benefit from the IOC grant to support athletes and to launch a forum with different thematics that we thought were really important in engaging athletes with, especially in these times where they could have a bit more time to attend because of the COVID situation. So we wanted to take opportunity to do that and in a safe manner. And I think that's where Qwasi was very helpful to allow us to do that.
I know, and from what you have said, it was proven to be very successful. So we were glad to hear that. And do you mind telling us just a little bit why it was helpful for you and the NOC to optimize athlete events with mobile communication and to gamify the training modules?
Yes. Definitely, because we all know with the COVID situation, it was important to be able to do that in the safest manner for athletes. And the situation in Mali at that time wasn't the same as that you may have had in the United States or in Europe, meaning that our government allowed still gatherings and there were no rules around how many athletes could attend the event. Although having that in mind, we wanted to ensure that even our athletes who are training abroad could benefit from the content that we were doing. This was our first ever Athletes Forum being held directly in Bamako. So we wanted to ensure that they could benefit from that. From my side, it was also to ensure that athletes would not be on their phone for the wrong reasons all day throughout the forum. I think that's that's also one of the reasons why it was very helpful to be able to engage them throughout the day on their phone and physically in presence also during the session. And I think mostly it's also whenever we do education, it's really important to be able to have reports and to be able to analyze the implication and to be able to see where athletes were engaged and interested in the topics that we were presenting. So I think the technology brought all that together to ensure that we have data that we can collect and we can transmit to the IOC also after our forum with regard to attendance and so on. And being a young athletes commission, also to ensure that we have the data over our athletes, simply who could attend and that we could follow up with them with the content that we have and ensure that we can gather enough of their feedback also through the platform. I think was very innovative and very helpful along the way. I think we're here now moving into a modern age where we need to speak athletes' language. Their language is that they're most of the time on their phone. So we want to be able to connect with them on the platform that's interesting for them. And I think they absolutely loved it in Mali. That was quite innovative. I think that all over Africa for having been in so many NOCs, as I say, with other programs. I think I'm in link with a lot of athletes representatives coming from other countries as well, who are very much looking forward to using a similar platform because they felt that this was really something new. Something that's trendy for the athletes, something that's captivating to ensure that we have them all day with us and not somewhere else. I think that was also great to be able to engage them in their own directly.
That's great. I'm glad they were very receptive and definitely looking forward to working together on future projects. How do you see technology continuing to empower Olympic athletes and just events in general?
I think that's really the way forward. That's something we cannot bypass today. You will look at the program for Los Angeles 2028, probably will be some of the most digitalized games ever you might see. I'm hearing about drones. I'm hearing a lot of added services that will be electronic. So that's just the way forward. That's how the world is moving. Sports is just a microcosm of what's happening in society in general. So we are very much in line with the trend. And I think technology is really bringing a revolution around sports in many aspects. The games in Tokyo will be, I think, highly digitalized as well because of the situation there. So we're very happy to have that support and that technology to push sport to new horizons and to push our gaming experience, our playing experience, our sporting experience into a new age. And I think that's really awesome. And athletes are very excited about this in general.
Will you be going to the 2021 Olympics next week?
No, I'm not going to the 2021 Olympics. I think the Olympics by nature are now being restricted to really strictly technical officials and athletes to ensure that everyone is safe. So I think contributing into that and ensuring the games are safe is also knowing when not to go if it's not necessary. I think that the majority of us, I'll be very excited to watch those games and to participate also remotely. We'll be also engaging and engaged throughout the games digitally. So I'm really looking forward to that. And hopefully the next game in Paris, we can all attend and party together.
Oh my goodness, that would be wonderful. We can put that on our
yes
board.
Mark Paris as well. I mean, we have Beijing in between. Beijing 2022 Winter Olympics are coming as well. That we hope really will be staged in normal, let's say, normal conditions. Let's hope for that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it has been wonderful working with you on everything, and really looking forward to future projects. And we appreciate you taking the time today to speak with us, and looking forward to many more conversations. And we will all be tuning in next week for the Olympics. So we wish the best of luck. And
please do so and support your favorite team. I think I'm very thankful to Qwasi for the support and for the technology. It's really opened new doors for us.
Wonderful. We're so glad. Well, thank you again, Kady.
Thank you. Thank you, Team Qwasi.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Take care.